Hi guys, welcome to class. Today we're going to talk about some idioms, some expressions to do with food. So we're going to learn these and practice these together. Some of them are quite interesting, okay? So hopefully this class should be quite useful for you. Okay, we know, for example, a piece of cake. Yeah, that's something that everyone knows. But in today's class, we're going to talk about some other ones, some other idioms, some other expressions to do with food. Okay, that's the aim. So hopefully lots of people can join. I'm just going to send you my Facebook page. Please do add me if you haven't done so already. Please find it here, and hopefully that should be okay just to like that. And you can communicate with me in between the classes. But apart from that, yeah, so it's just going to be quite interesting. We're going to talk about, for example, what it means. I don't know, there's an expression, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but also to do with apple, like to be the apple of someone's eye, yeah? So you are the apple of my eye. So that's what we can talk about. Kara is there.
Hello, Martin.
How are you, Kara?
I'm great.
Perfect, cool. What have you been up to since I last spoke with you?
It's about maybe 16 days. The government dictated the street in front of us, and unfortunately they cut the cable of internet. And it was just 2 days I have internet.
So they cut the cable of the internet?
Yes.
Why?
That's it. Just because they want to mend the street, but they cut it without any reason.
Okay, yeah. So there was Kara, there's a bit of background noise from you. There's a bit of an echo or something, or like some disturbance. Is it okay?
Yes.
No worries. Okay, so yes, just like a kind of noise, yeah. So not sure, but so they cut the so they were preparing the roads and they cut the internet. Okay, so it's quite inconvenient for you, yeah. So if you're relying on the internet and things like that, yeah, so it can be not so good. But anyway, Kara, good to speak with you again.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay, so do you know any expressions, any sayings to do with food? Any idioms to do with food?
Let me think a little bit.
No worries.
Hand to mouth. Hand to mouth means that your money just comes out from your job, and then you spend it on your food. Hand to mouth.
Okay, so hand to mouth is just you're spending money for food. That's it. Just for food. Okay, so hand to mouth is just, you know, this kind of thing. Okay, it's cool. But using any food words.
You mean the local foods here?
Sorry?
The local foods here, names of the
So
dishes?
using some words. For example, a piece of cake. Okay, cake is a food, but to get with a piece of cake, it becomes an idiom. Yeah, do you know this one? A piece of cake. It was a piece of cake.
Yes, I know it.
Okay, cool. Okay, so a piece of cake means what, Kara?
That means a little bit from the cake.
Okay, literally. Okay, literally, a piece of cake means like maybe a slice of cake. Yeah, Kara, the noise is quite disturbing. Could you check? Have you got the Verbling website open?
No, but I will.
No worries. Okay. Hello. I think it's okay now. Oh, still echoing, I think.
What about now?
Echo? Hello? Still there a bit, yep. Have you got headphones in by any chance?
Maybe it's my headphones, I don't know.
No worries. Okay, so yeah, for example, a piece of cake. What I'll do is I'll mute you until you want to speak, okay? And then when you want to speak, just unmute yourself. Yeah, okay, so when you want to speak, unmute yourself. But it's the same, for example, a piece of cake just means something is very, very easy. Yeah? So, for example, How was your exam? Oh, it was a piece of cake, yeah, meaning it was very, very easy. There was no difficulty, no stress at all. It was perfectly fine, yeah. So it was a piece of cake, okay? So that's a piece of cake. Do you know any like this, Kara? Yeah, maybe you need to unmute yourself. Do you know any similar to this? Yeah, so a piece of cake, it can have a literal meaning, but also can have this meaning. It's something of something very, very, very straightforward, very, very easy. For example, learning English is a piece of cake, maybe. Okay, correct. Maybe you need to unmute yourself, just because I mute. Yeah, yeah, perfect.
It's I think bar of butter.
A what?
And when we see a wonderful girl, we say it's a bar of butter.
A bar of butter. In your language or in English? I haven't heard this yet, but that's cool.
It's in my language. I don't
Oh,
know
in your
if you talk it in English.
butter, you'd say if she's really beautiful, she's like a block of butter, yeah? So like this. Okay, that's cool. Why? Why?
I don't know why. But I didn't say it to any woman, but
But a bar of butter, for me, I would understand that to being she's fat, yeah? So she's like butter, like
that means she's beautiful and white thing.
uh, so beautiful and pure. She's a bar of butter, but butter is not beautiful, yeah? So is butter beautiful in your country? Maybe you have different butter.
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, a bar of butter, yeah? So I don't know, if you tell that to a British girl, maybe she thinks you're saying she's fat or something, yeah? You're like a block of butter. Cool. Anyway, okay, so that's one. So a piece of cake. I'm going to tell you some, okay? To do with apple. I mentioned this in the introduction. I'm not sure if you managed to hear this, but an apple. So an, to be so apple of my eye, yeah? So the apple. Okay, the apple of my eye. She is the apple of my eye, or you are the apple of my eye, or he is the apple of my eye. Someone is the apple of your eye. Okay, do you know what this could mean?
That means your favorite friend or some or person.
Yeah, it's kind of like when someone's the apple of your eye, they're very, very important to you. Yeah. For example, you could say your children would be the apple of your eye, meaning they're very important to you. You really like them, of course. Yeah, you love them. Or for example, I don't know, someone you really dote on, you really, really love, you really like would be the apple of your eye. Okay. Okay. Someone you really, really, really love. Okay, so that would be the apple of your eye. Cool. Okay, so the next one I'm going to suggest to you, guys, if anyone is watching, you're more than welcome to join in. Okay, so an apple a day, going on with the theme of apples, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So an apple. Kara, do you know this one? An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
If you eat an apple, that will give you a vitamins or a good health that you needn't to go to a doctor. Maybe it's get away from a lot of diseases.
Yeah, so an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Basically, if you eat an apple, it's very, very healthy, so your health will improve. So an apple a day keeps the doctor away, meaning if you eat an apple, you don't need to go to the doctor. Okay? No worries. Nathanael, okay. Hello, I'm from Brazil. I'm learning English. This is my first time on this site. Still don't know how to use it. So don't worry. If you want to join into this Hangout, but you can choose which Hangout you join. I think just there's a join now button, or maybe it's moved now. I'm not sure. But if you just click up somewhere like that, okay, and join in if you like to. But any specific questions, Nathanael, if I can say your name correctly, please write down, okay, and I'll try to answer or refer you to the right person. Okay, so anyway, Kara, yes, so an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Does this translate well into your language?
Yes, we say it a lot. When the children want to eat a fruit, all his parents advise him to eat an apple because it's really so healthy.
Yeah, okay. So that's the thing, yeah. So if you eat an apple every day, the doctor can, yeah, the doctor won't work, yeah, something like this. Okay, so that's another one to do with apples. Let me tell you another one. Let me think of another one. So, uh, bacon. Okay, do you know bacon? Actually, thinking about the okay, so this is maybe could be a culture difference as well. So in the UK and in lots of English-speaking countries, they eat bacon. But I realise in some countries it's not right to eat the bacon. Yes, so bacon is from pig. Do you know bacon, Kira?
That means big.
Yep, so it's the pig meat, yeah. So like pork, but in lots of English-speaking countries, it's common to eat this. But I know in some maybe Arabic-speaking countries and things, it's not so popular. It's not allowed even, yeah. So, but we have an expression with this to bring home the bacon, and to bring home the bacon just means what do you think it could mean, Kara?
Really, it's difficult. Maybe you bring someone bad to your home.
No. Not that like the bar of butter, yeah. To bring home the bar of butter. No, okay. So to bring home the bacon, not to bring someone home, but to bring something home. Okay. And what could that something be? So what do you need to bring home, Kara? Yeah. So in order for you to be able to sustain your life, what do you need to bring home
I can
to be able to live?
maybe bad things.
Sorry.
I can't choose a specific thing.
Yeah, to buy things. And what do you need to have before you can buy things?
Money.
Yeah. So to bring home the bacon is to earn the money. So he's brought home the bacon. Okay, meaning he's brought the food home, kind of thing. Yeah, to bring home the bacon. Equally, if someone wins, okay. So if someone wins a lot of money, you can say, "Oh, he's brought home the bacon," meaning brought home a lot of money. Yeah, nothing to do with bacon, although with the money you could buy this. Yeah, if you ate that. Okay, so uh, let's go into something else. Beans. There's lots to do with beans. Okay, so do you know any to do with beans? So to I don't know to spill the beans. To spill to spill the beans.
That means you will cook it when you put it in the pot. But an idiom that means actually another meaning. Um,
Yep. So literally to spill. For example, I have a bottle of water. If I pour the water on my desk or on my laptop, I would have spilt the water. So to spill, okay. 1 second. Just to like pour it over the desk, something like that. Yeah. So that's to spill. To spill the water. Yeah. So, but to spill the beans are something that you cook. So like little vegetable kind of things. And to spill the beans, you get rid of the beans from the pot or whatever. Yeah. So you spill them literally. But in terms of an idiom, to spill the beans means to say a secret. So I could say, Kara, oh, I heard that. I know something about you. So I go, can you spill the beans? Meaning, can you tell us? Or for example, I don't know. You see a bar of butter, and you like this bar of butter, and you I don't know arrange to meet up, and I can say, how was it, Kara? Spill the beans, meaning, can you tell me what happened? Yeah, so I want to know. Reveal the secrets. Yeah, what happened? Things like this. Okay, to spill the beans. Reveal a secret or to reveal some information. Yeah.
we say it in Arabic countries, but in another way we say spill the brick.
Spill the brick.
That means you will tell me a top secret of your life, your
Yeah.
business.
So secret, some kind of secret. Okay. Nathaniel asked how to pronounce the word laughter. Yeah. So with Southern British English, it's laughter. Okay. But some people may say laughter in the North Americans. I don't know what they would say. Yeah. So laughter. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. But laughter. Yes, that's how I pronounce it. Laughter. With a f sound, not a g sound, not lagta or whatever, but laughter. Okay. So to spill the beans. So Kara, can you spill the beans about anything? No. Okay. I'm not going to get you to say personal things, but to spill the beans would be to reveal some kind of secret or bit of information that could be interesting. Okay, equally, uh, he's full of beans, you can say, yeah? He's full. So he's full of beans.
That means he has a lot of secrets, or I mean.
And this would make sense logically because to spill the beans, the secrets are the beans, then you spill them, you reveal them. But actually, no, he's full of beans just means he's got lots of energy. Yes, he's very energetic. He's full of beans. Yeah, beans provide a lot of energy. And if you're full of beans, you're like, oh, yeah, so you're ready to go. You've got lots of energy. Okay, so Kira, are you full of beans today?
Yes.
You're full of beans. You've got lots of energy.
Actually, in the morning.
In the morning, you have more energy. You're more full of beans in the morning than in the evening.
Yes. I have another idiom about food.
Okay, yes, please.
It, it's I love the honey. I wrote it.
Just in your language, English.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so where did you put it? I loathe the honey. Can you explain this?
That means if you don't like to eat and your stomach is full and you can't eat even the water, that you say I love the honey. That means you eat a lot and your stomach is a full.
We say what is it? The last like the wafer thin mint, I think. Yeah, you can say this maybe. Yeah, but it's not to do with food. But that I think would translate to the wafer thin mint. For example, when you are really full, you've eaten so much food that even one little thing extra, so even one peanut would be the wafer thin mint, which will make you. It comes from some series, I think, some TV show ages ago, and if you eat that, you'll blow up, yeah. So you'll explode, yeah, because you've eaten so much food, you're completely full. Okay, so that's like the wafer thin mint, and you would say, "We loathe the honey." Yeah, so I loathe the honey. That's cool. Do you have any more in your language?
If anything occur to my mind, I will say it.
No worries. As we go on, we'll keep going. By the way, will you remember these? Yeah. So these, the ones I'm telling you, are used quite often. Yeah. So I don't know how we can practice them. We'll practice them. It's usually easy with more people, but yeah. But this is, I think it'll be okay. Yeah. Still. So, what's your favorite so far, Kara?
My favorite meal or food?
Your favorite expression, and also we're going to talk about food as well.
My favorite one is spill the beans.
Spill the beans, okay? So don't spill the beans. Or spill the beans.
It's really wonderful.
Yeah, or for example, if your friend starts telling you a story and you think this story is very interesting, but he realizes maybe he shouldn't say this story, you say, oh yeah, it doesn't matter, the rest doesn't matter, yeah? He would kind of stop the story and you can, spill the beans, meaning, come on, continue with your story. Reveal to us what you want to say. Make it interesting, this kind of thing. Okay, so going to the chat box, Mimi is there. Cool. Hi, Mimi. And also, wait, someone said. Oh, Samir said it's forbidden in Islamic countries, I've heard about this, yeah? So about the bacon, it's forbidden. But do you say anything, Kara, instead of bacon to mean to earn money, to bring home money? I don't know if there's another word, yeah, instead of bacon. I don't know, that's cool. Okay, let's go into another one. If I said to you, we're going to talk about the bread and butter topics today. The bread and butter topics. Yeah, that could be an example. The bread. Yeah,
Yes.
the bread and butter issues. Do you know what bread and butter is, first of all?
That means we will discuss about the matter of a life. How can we earn money?
Yeah, so the bread and butter issues are the basic issues, the core issues. Bread and butter is a very, very basic food. It's just bread with butter, yeah, on top. Very, very basic, very simple, very basic, and does the job, yeah? As in, if you're hungry, you eat bread and butter. It's not so exciting, but it just does the job. So the bread and butter issues are the core issues, the issues which are most important, okay?
It's like the meeting in the offices or your exams in college or school. So we will discuss topics about the bread and butter. That means discuss about an important subject in our life.
Yeah. Okay. So the really, really core things, the really important things, the bread and butter issues. Yeah. So, for example, I don't know, what's the biggest issue in your country at the moment? What are they talking about the most in your country?
The result of the elections.
Yeah. So the bread and butter issues will be things like this. Yeah. Very, very significant, uh, basic things, the core things, the basic things that you need. Yeah. Things like this. Abdul, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here. How are you?
Not too bad. Good to speak to you, Abdul.
Good to speak with you too. Thank you.
Cool. Okay. Did you manage to follow what we were talking about?
No, I just joined the class, but I think the topic is food, I think.
Yeah. So we're talking about like idioms to do with food. So, for example, to bring home the bacon. Yeah. Now we just had the bread and butter like issues, things like this. Do you know of any? So in America, the things that you use that maybe would be quite interesting. Do you say things like to bring home the bacon?
Bring home the bacon.
Yep. To bring home the bacon.
If you can explain this for me a
Bit
little
of
bit more.
context. No worries. Okay. So if I say, well, if you go to work, you bring home the bacon. That means you earn the money for the house. Yeah, so you bring home the bacon. With this money, you can buy bacon. Okay, so you're bringing home the bacon. I mean, the money to be able to buy the bacon. Yeah, so to bring home the bacon.
Right, like when you
Okay,
go for the job and you earn money, with that money you're able to put the food on the table for your family.
on the
That's what
table. Yes,
yeah.
yes. So of course, it's not just about bacon. Yeah, but to bring home the bacon just means to earn the money for your family or to sustain your life at home. Yeah, that's what it means.
Right.
Okay. Do you say this in America?
Yeah.
Do you eat bacon in America?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, this is common because the thing is, in Germany, what I've noticed, they sell bacon, but they call it American bacon, and it's very very small. Yeah, so it's not the same. I don't know what American bacon is like. Yeah, if it's different. Okay, but that's cool. And also we're talking about the bread and butter issues. Yeah, the bread and butter, the basic things of life. Yeah, so things that people are talking about. For example, freedom is like a bread and butter issue. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah,
freedom
that's
is
good.
something that's very basic
Yeah.
that everyone should have. Yeah, so it's nothing luxurious. Yeah, or what else would you say is like a bread and butter issue?
Well, I mean, you mean like if you're living in a country, so what are your basic
Yeah.
rights? That's what you mean?
What are the bread and butter issues? So, for example, the bread and butter things maybe freedom, the right to blah, 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 this kind of thing.
Yeah, right, to express your views, I mean, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. I mean, and all your basic human rights,
Sure, yeah.
So
So
yeah,
human rights are the basic, so the bread and butter issues, the basic issues, yeah, things like this. Okay,
exactly.
Abdul, do you know any more idioms to do with
Uh,
food? To do with food.
Usually, like here, I mean, personally, I mean, I'm still very new, here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, every day I learn something about, American culture. But I mean, I know, a little bit like usually we use this phrase, if you are talking about something, so you say, oh, I mean, I work very hard, with this job, I just able to put food on the table for my family, so this kind of expression, this we usually use here.
Yeah.
And I mean, I didn't heard any other ones.
So
Uh,
to put food on the table, that's a common one, yeah? To put
that's
food.
very common everywhere.
Kara, do you know this? To put food on the table. So you earn money to put food on the table. Yeah? You earn money to buy food. Have you heard this one before? Kara?
I think he needs to turn up
Mute.
his microphone volume.
Okay. Can't hear you yet, Kara. We maybe I don't know if we muted you by in the meantime. I'm not sure, but anyway, cool. That's cool. Yep. Now I can hear some echo. Can we hear your voice?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Perfect. Yeah, yeah. Now we can hear you. Okay. So, did you understand this? Yeah. To put food on the table.
Yes, I understand the word.
Perfect. Yes, you understood. Perfect. Cool. Okay. So if I said, for example, he's got butterfingers.
Yeah, I think I heard about this, but I don't know the meaning yet this time.
Butterfingers. I
Yeah.
think I have butterfingers. So butterfingers is when you're picking up something, I don't know. So I don't know, pack of pens, whatever. You pick them up and you always drop them. Yeah, things like this. You pick them up and everything slips out of your hand. Yeah, I don't know. You've got a bottle of drink and you just slip it. Yeah, so butterfingers is your fingers are like butter, meaning slippery. Everything slips out of your hand. Yeah,
Right, right.
no worries. Okay, so Kara, did you understand butterfingers?
Yes, I understand.
Cool. Okay. Do you have butterfingers, Kara?
No.
You don't? Abdul, do you have butterfingers?
I mean, sometimes.
Okay, it depends on the situation. But yeah, no, sometimes, for example, if you're doing something really quickly, you're picking up something very quickly, it can slip
Exactly.
out of your hands. It's not to say you always have butterfingers, but if you say, oh, you've got butterfingers, meaning you've dropped it, yeah? So you could say
Yeah,
it in a jokey way, oh, you've got butterfingers, yeah? So, oh, you're always dropping things, things like that. A bit maybe clumsy, like
exactly.
clumsy.
Yeah.
Abdul knows, Kara, clumsy, do you know? Okay, yeah, so it's a bit like clumsy, yeah, so I can't hear you just yet, but that's cool. Okay, equally to do with butter, to butter someone up, okay? Someone up. Means, guys, yeah, to butter someone up.
To butter someone up. Butterfinger and to butter someone up. Means to make someone foolish or something like that, or no?
Okay, so it's really, I don't know why we say this, yeah, because butter is not like the best thing, for example, for this, but when, for example, you want something, you would,
Oh, I got it. I got it.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
okay, explain, Abdul, give me an example.
No, go ahead. You go ahead. I mean, you finish.
No, you go, have you got an example?
I think like when you if I really have if I really need something from you,
Yeah,
so I mean I will butter you up, like,
yes,
oh, you are good and you are handsome
yeah,
and
yeah.
I mean you are very intelligent and this and that,
Things like this, yeah. So to butter someone up is you want something, so you try to, use your charm in a way that would maybe influence the decision. For example, Karat, you want a promotion, okay? For example, you want a promotion, or you want a good university grade. You would say, lecturer, teacher, I think you're the best teacher in the world. In fact, you're the most wonderful. In fact, you're like the god of lecturers. I'm really inspired by all your presentations, all your lectures. I think you're really making a difference to everyone's life. Or you're buttering them up because maybe you're thinking, if I say this, I get a better grade.
Yes, I did it. Maybe
You've done it. Okay, give us some examples.
I want the cashier to my papers related to the university. So I went to the school and they got say to me, I will not give you a cashier because it's not a formal papers. So after that, I persuaded him. I say to him, you are the best management in the country, and you make the university the best, and you are really wonderful. You have a good thinking. You are intelligent. I butter him up, and then he give me the cashier.
Yeah, okay, that's exactly it. Okay, so that's exactly it. So you're buttering someone up. You are just basically saying nice things because you want something out of them. Okay, so Abdul, have you ever done it?
Not in the recent past, but maybe when I was in university or college. I mean, I not remember really right now, but not in the recent past.
Not
Maybe,
recently.
yeah.
Does it happen much? Yeah. So I don't know. Have you noticed it happening much in America? I don't know. Things like, for example, if you want to take a product back to a shop, and you say, well, to be honest, usually I think it's the best store in the neighborhood, and the customer service is usually very, very good. Yeah, so I'm usually very satisfied. Is it possible to get a discount? That kind of thing would butter up the shop. If you were saying, oh, it's the best shop, you're so happy with it, and then, for example, it's very difficult for the shop to say, no, you're not having a refund. Yeah,
Well,
because it's like
like
a bribe with words.
yeah, but let me tell you, like my personal story. Uh, I think two weeks ago, I think I went to restaurant, and I ordered large pizza,
Yeah.
and he said for here or to go. So I told him no, to go. So he said, well, you want to try, a piece here, I can, give you. So I said, yeah, I will try. So he gave me, one little piece. So he said, how it is, you like it or not? It's awesome, it's delicious. It's, like the best pizza in the town. So he gave me, one extra,
Yeah,
So
things
give
like
me,
this. Yes.
yeah.
So if you
So he
say,
said, yeah, so he said that's the one you bought, and that this one is free this one is free for you, because you here first time, and you like my pizza, so this is for you, you here
yeah.
first
So
time.
in some countries you bribe with money. In America you bribe with your words. Yeah, we're all corrupt. Okay, so Abdul, so this is so. And would you? Right. Okay. So if you had a business like this, would you respond well to this? So if I came and said, Abdul, the best. I don't know. You can make curry, maybe. Yeah. So you're the best Indian restaurant in town. It always tastes good, consistently, really, really nice. How do you respond to this?
Definitely, like customer feedback is very important. If you are running a business, so the customer feedback is above on everything for you. So, I
Okay.
mean, definitely you will respond to the customer feedback. If somebody gives you good feedback, definitely your response
But would
will
you
be
give free
positive.
food?
Yeah, and like let me tell you another story too. About 2 3 days ago, I was in a restaurant, and customer was ordering some food, and she said that I came here from another town, because I mean I heard about your restaurant and your quality and your taste, so she said, so the restaurant guy told her, oh, you came from another town, I will give you a 2 liter free soda with your order.
Wow, yeah. So
Yeah.
things like this. So you could just say that, couldn't you? Yeah. In fact, I might try that next time at a restaurant. Oh yeah, I drove, 500 miles to get this. That's worth at least, free beer all night or something like that. Yes, I don't know. Yes, so that's cool. Okay, so Kara, yeah. Have you got any more examples? And how would you respond if you were a business owner and a customer kept buttering you up? Would you give them something free, or do you think, yeah, I've heard this one before?
It depends. Maybe if I see him say it by honesty, or he really feel for that true, I will praise him, or give him something free. But actually, butter someone up. That means you say some facts, but it's actually you are just lying. You are just to make him up, to make
You
him
may
happy.
not be
So
lying.
if
Usually it's lying. Usually it's lying. But you may think, oh, he's the best. I don't know, pizza man in town. You may think that.
if I
Yeah, sorry, I muted you just because there was some. You may think that he's the best pizza man in town, but it's buttering up by saying that, maybe overdoing it, maybe saying too much. Oh, you're the best. The tomatoes. I don't know where you get the tomatoes. Yeah, from the ground like everyone else. Or oh yeah, everything is perfect. Yeah, so it's to overdo it. Maybe say too much.
Actually, if you discover him, absolutely we will not give him free, or say him thank you. But sometimes someone butter you up, but you don't know. You thought it's a fact, and you are doing well.
Yeah.
You know.
So be very skeptical to compliments. Maybe. Okay, Abdul, if someone gives you a compliment, how do you respond to this? Do you like to receive compliments?
Um, yeah, but uh, in right now we are talking about, in a different context, like to butter someone up. This is totally different, like you will totally understand if someone butters you up. So you will understand, he's, I mean, doing it for something, he
For a
just,
reason.
yeah, he just, after this conversation, definitely he gonna ask something from me,
Yeah.
so definitely you can understand that kind of conversation. But like, a fair compliment, so you can understand it too. If somebody, give you a good compliment about you, and which is fair, and like, so definitely your response will be positive,
Okay, so it depends. There's a difference between buttering someone up and giving someone a compliment.
Yeah.
But so Abdul, how do you feel though if I said to you, "Ah, your English is amazing. You're really, really good. You're really talented," which is true. But how do you feel when you receive compliments like this? Do you
Well,
ever
like,
feel awkward?
specifically you talked about English, so I know my English is not that good, and if you tell me about something else, like let's say if you are a hard worker or you are very sincere, so that's okay. But like right now, I'm struggling with my English language, so I can understand. No, you are buttering me up. My English is not good, so
But
definitely
that could
you.
also be confidence, yeah? Because I don't know. So in areas which you know you're good at, you don't mind receiving compliments. But how do you respond to these compliments? If I said to you, "Okay, you are very sincere, Abdul," what do you reply? Because this can be sometimes very, very difficult. Um, Sometimes to know what to say back, because you say, "Oh, thank you," but also if you say, "Oh, thank you," it means you're thinking, "Yeah, yeah, that's true. Everything you're saying is true." Yeah, it sounds to me when you say straight away, "Oh, thank you," meaning, yeah, you're right. Yeah, actually, I'm quite sincere, and that's rude. But if you say, "Yeah," how do you respond to this, Abdul?
Well, if somebody tells me that I really think that you are a very sincere person, so naturally my reaction will be, well, thank you so much for your such a good comments, I really appreciate your thoughts, I really appreciate that you're thinking about me like that,
Yeah,
so definitely you will be, thankful to that person.
it's something like
And
this. Yes,
yeah, and I
and
think it's human natural behavior, if somebody, discuss you discussed you in some positive words, so definitely you will appreciate that, you know.
And is there an obligation therefore, if someone kind of butters you up, is there an obligation for you to do something then back to that person? So, for example, usually people butter people up for a promotion or for something from that person. Is there like a social obligation if you've been buttered up, even if you know you have been buttered up, for you to do something back to that person, i.e., give them a promotion, give them pizza, something like this? Do you think even if we are aware of being buttered up, do you think we still have to do it?
I personally think, I mean, I'm not telling you about, you
Yeah.
know, like cultural background or like anything
Yeah.
else. Personally, I think that no. I mean, the way I think, no, we are not socially bound, you know, to if somebody butter if somebody butter you up. So
Yeah.
I mean, you are not socially bound, you know, that whatever he asks, you know, from you, so you should, you know, so you should do, you know, whatever he asks, you know,
Yeah.
from you. So I mean, no, we are not socially bound, I think.
Okay. Yes, it's not
Yeah.
so. Kara, what would you add to this?
This would be like, you know, like a trade or something, you know. If he is telling you something, you know, good about you, so then he expecting you something,
Yeah, it's like,
you know.
swap
Yeah,
that for money, yeah, and it's the same thing. Okay, so
yeah.
Kara, what would you say? Can you hear us?
I agree with Abdul. And if someone butter you up, you should thank him, but you do not refer him to the other.
So it went off.
But you don't refer him to the other student. Maybe if you are a teacher, so if someone butter you up, you should not refer him to the other student, and you say, oh, he said a good speech about me, so I will put him in the first place, first class.
Yeah,
Just
because then you're saying basically to get in the first place, you need to say this to me, yeah? So rub up my ego a bit, something like this. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so we're going to another one.
I have,
Oh, sorry, Kara, I just muted.
yes, I have another one.
Okay.
It's garlic malt. It's a little bit rude. That means if someone comes out from his mouth bad smell, maybe he didn't brush his teeth. You should
Garlic hole.
garlic malt.
It's,
But
it's not fresh. You haven't brushed your teeth, the mouth is not fresh.
it's a really very rude if you tell someone here in Arabic countries you tell garlic mouth.
Okay,
But
because you're saying they don't keep clean, they're not so tidy, yeah?
you if someone comes out his bad smell, you just say it in your heart. You can't say it in general. I say it to him front in his face. Oh, you are garlic mouth. It's really rude.
Okay, so garlic mouth, that'd be quite rude. I don't know if we say something like this in English, but it makes sense as well, yeah, to say garlic mouth, I would say. But Abdul, do you know of another one like this in English? Um, like garlic mouth.
Uh, Not really, but I think we can use a lot of words, you know, for if your mouth is not clean, you know, if you not brush your teeth. So I mean, we can use a lot of words for that.
Also, by the way, there's a difference. I want to ask because I saw this on the Ellen show ages ago. It's a famous clip. Everyone's probably seen this. And they were talking about flossing. Yeah, so it has a different meaning in, well, it has two meanings, I think, in American English, but only one meaning in British English. Okay, so what does flossing mean? Flossing or something. Yeah. So
Yeah, this is some kind of, you know, medical term in, I think,
to do with your
floss.
teeth, right?
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
to clean your teeth. Yeah.
But there's also another meaning I've heard, yeah? So flossing, which we don't say in British English, it's difficult for us to understand, yeah? So when we hear this, we think just of the teeth. But there's another one in American English. I remember hearing it once, but I can't remember what it was, yeah? So, don't know, flossing, he's flossing me, can you say? I don't know, yeah? So we'll have to ask later. Okay, that's cool. Okay, let's go to another one. Oh yeah, that's a cool one, to do with butter, okay? Butter wouldn't melt in his or her mouth, okay? Butter. Okay, so butter wouldn't melt in his or her mouth. Kara, what could this mean? Okay, not quite. Oh, by the way, Kara, you can only see the Google chat, right? You can't see the Verbling chat. In that case, what I'll do is I'll send you them. I'll copy and paste them into the Google chat. In fact, I'll copy and paste the entire conversation we've had in the Verbling chat into the Google chat so you can see everything, okay? Just in case you missed it. Okay, so butter, he looked as if butter wouldn't melt in his mouth, but he ate all the cookies from the cookie jar. Or the biscuit tin, as we say in the UK, to translate. Okay, so Kara, okay, the boy ate the last cookie, but he looked as if butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. What did I just say? Okay, if someone looks as if butter, it means they look very. Abdul, do you know this one?
I heard about this one, but I mean, we have similar kind of idiom in Hindi too, but I really don't remember.
Okay, yes, offhand the meaning of things. Okay, so if someone looks like butter wouldn't melt in their mouth, that just means that they look very, very innocent, that they couldn't do anything bad. They're so pure, they haven't done anything wrong.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, that butter, their mouth is not even warm. They're not hot. There's nothing bad about them. Yeah, so butter wouldn't melt in their mouth. Not even butter could melt. They're so pure. They're so yeah. So, but it's usually used sarcastically when someone's done something wrong. Yeah, you say, oh, as if butter wouldn't melt in your mouth, or he looks as if butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. If someone's guilty but they look innocent.
Exactly.
Abdul, okay, with your boy, tell us.
Oh, don't even talk about him. Well, like today, my son and my two nephews, when I came to home, and they start, circling around me, that, you have to buy chips for us, you have to buy chips for us, okay, just give me a break, we will go, but not now, later, no, right now. One is asking me, I need that kind of chips, I need that kind of chips. The third one is, I need that kind of chips. Okay, we will buy, but, just calm down, let me sit down, and then we will talk,
Yeah.
So, no. Once you sit down, so we know you're not going to go. Let's go now.
Yeah.
But, okay, just sit down, let me drink some water. He said, well, we will, one told me that I will bring water for you, but, you're not going to sit down.
Yeah.
So they didn't allow me, just to sit down. They said, this is the car keys and let's go, let's go to Walmart and you're going to buy chips for us.
Yeah.
So I told them, okay, we will go, we will buy the chips, but you guys not going to buy soda. So he said, well, we will decide that over there, not here.
Yeah.
I told him, no, let's decide this right now, you're not going to buy soda. So he said, well, we will decide it over there, let's go. I told him, no. So he said, okay, we will just buy chips. Once we went to Walmart, and
he asked us to
just, they just went straight for the soda first and then for the chips.
Okay, but then he looked at you like really innocent. Daddy, yeah, so I didn't mean it. The soda fell into my hand, yeah, and I had to, we had to buy it now, or I drunk it, yeah. It's something like this. That would be. He looks as if butter would melt in his mouth, yeah, looking like, really, really innocently, yeah. So you know they've done something wrong, but as if butter wouldn't melt in their mouth. Yeah, usually with children.
So I told them, that you guys told me that we're not gonna buy soda. So he said, yeah, we told you, but not for this time. For next time, when we come for next time, so we.
Okay, yeah. So your son is already a good negotiator. It's quite cute. Okay, Kara, do you have any stories like this? Were you like this as a boy?
Actually, seldom find someone wouldn't melt in his mouth. Actually, the little children, they do the same thing like adult children.
Okay, so it's pretty much the same. were you like this as a child? Did you respond like as if butter wouldn't melt in your mouth? So did you do anything like Abdul was saying when you were a child? Maybe with your parents in the supermarket. So no, Mum, don't worry, I won't get the chocolate bar. And then you get the chocolate bar and you're like, well, you know, so you try to act all innocent.
Yes, when I was a child, I persisted in taking my choice or my games immediately. I wouldn't to wait, and I was really how can I say it, hooligan child. You know this word?
Hooligan, yeah, a hooligan. So you were how can you say you're like a hooligan child, or you were a crazy, or you were a difficult child, we can say, a difficult child. Okay, so you were a difficult child, meaning would play up, you'll play up a lot.
Play and made problems. I think was now my personality is different. I'm quiet, relaxed, and don't make any problems or fighting like when I was a child.
Okay, yeah, so now you wouldn't do it so much, but give us some examples, yeah? So have you got any stories like Abdul had? I'm also trying to think where you would you would look as if butter would melt in your mouth, or you butter your parents up, and you would look like butter. You did, for example, if you know a friend did something very, very wrong, and you know they've I don't know, committed a crime, and when they're told by the police, oh no, I didn't do it, yeah, so they look really, really innocent, like of course I didn't rob the 80-year-old, yeah, or of course I didn't, I don't know, whatever, raid the petrol station. Of course I didn't, yeah? You're looking really childish and innocent. That would be another example, yeah? So he looks as if butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. But really, yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
When I was at secondary school, I made a noise in the class, but actually my personality in the class
Sorry?
the noisy.
Abdul, there's a bit of noise. I'll just mute you for now, okay? Don't worry, just unmute yourself afterwards. Yep, cool. Correct.
The teachers comes to the class and said who did it. I say to him, you know me very well. I didn't do any problems. So he said, okay, you go out from the class, and I will punish all the students. But actually, all the students is innocent, and they didn't do anything except me. So I fell from the punishment, and they maybe they cut from the degrees and say bad words on them because they make a noise. But actually, I made it.
Yep. The thing is, this happened at my school as well. Yeah, no, this happened at my school as well, and they'd always punish the other students as well to put like peer pressure on you. So, like for example, that all the other kids would be so angry with you, so annoyed with you, that was worse than the teacher going, "You shouldn't do that." Yeah, so I think that's quite a good technique. Yeah, that's quite cool. Okay, to go on to cake now. There's lots to do with cake. I'll tell you a couple before we go. We're running out of time. You all know, yeah, I guess you all know a piece of cake, yeah. So that's quite straightforward. Abdul, do you know any more to do with cake?
Piece of cake, yeah. This is very common and just like a cake. This is common too.
Just like a cake.
Yeah, like no, not just, but like a cake.
Like a cake, just like that, yeah. So like a cake. What if I said the icing on the cake? The icing on the cake.
Icing on the cake. I never heard about this one.
Usually it's the icing on the cake. The icing is the best part of the cake, yeah? So the icing on the cake is, for example, you could say, this week, I had a very good week this week. I don't know, you could say, I passed my exam on Monday, I got a new job on Tuesday, on Wednesday and Friday, it was the icing on the cake. And then you said all the good things, but the really, really good thing, the best thing, the best of the best thing is the icing on the cake. So
Oh, okay.
the
Right.
top thing, the very, very good thing. So you could say, for example, Carl, you studied very, very hard for your exam, but the icing on the cake was that you passed with the highest mark possible. Cake is good, so to pass would be like the cake, but the icing on the cake would be really, 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 really good.
Right.
So it's something added to something that's already fine. Something's already good. So to pass the exam is already good, but to get even better would be to get the top marks possible. Yeah, that would be the icing on the cake. For example, I don't know.
Yeah, we have the same expression in Hindi too.
You would say the icing on the cake. Yeah, it's just the best of the best. Something to top it. Yeah, to top it off, to improve it. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so the icing on the cake, and also to sell like hotcakes.
Hotcakes.
Kara, they're selling like hotcakes.
Said like hotcakes.
So
I heard about this one, but I don't know the meaning.
do you know Kara? Do you know Kara?
That means you do something difficult.
Oh yeah, I think I know now. They are selling like hotcakes. Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Right,
really
so Kara said something very difficult. You said Kara, yeah. So something very difficult. Not quite after. What did you understand?
you know, like if something is like, let's say if something is if a product is very famous,
Yeah.
and I mean there are so much demand, you know, in the market for that product, and that product is selling a lot. So I mean, we oh, that is selling like a hot cake, you know, that movie is selling like a hot cake.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah. So hotcakes basically sell very quickly because they're tasty, they're yummy. They sell very quickly because they can only stay fresh for certain periods of time. So they make enough to sell them very, very quickly. If you sell something like, if something's selling like hotcakes, is selling very, very quickly, it's a big success. So a new film or a new product would sell like hotcakes. iPhones, yeah, Apple products usually sell like hotcakes when they're first released, or any gadget. Yeah, loads of people want to buy them at first. But anyway, guys, I've got another session straight after, so I've got to go now. But good to speak with you. Quite interesting, yeah? So 2 people. Hopefully there's more in the future, but I hope that was still okay for you guys. Maybe you had some more time to speak, yeah? So I hope that was still useful.
Exactly, yeah.
So take care, guys, and hopefully speak to you later.